Okay. Hello, Kathiresan. So, thanks for coming online, for
Thank you, sir.
talking to
Thank
me.
you. Thank you.
And can you just give us a brief about your background and your current activities that you are involved in?
I'm Kathiresan. Again, I'm currently running a SaaS-based product company, TaskBench. We are in the operations management and enterprise collaboration space. So
Okay.
I'm the founder CEO of the company.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, I know that you have worked in manufacturing earlier.
Yes.
Now, how come you have landed up in IT? Can you give some background about this so that our viewers can understand?
Yeah, it's a long journey, sir. Like again, you know about it. I started my career as a uh, uh, trainee in production planning department in Rane Brakes, Chennai, in 1992. 92. Then from there, I worked there for about a couple of years. Then I was transferred to Rane Brakes, Secunderabad, same production planning department. In the year 96, around that year, Rane started a program to implement ISO 9000 TQM, just-in-time manufacturing processes. In fact, Rane was the first auto component manufacturer to have certified 9001 certification during that time. I was selected as to be part of the task force team to implement the re-engineering exercise. I was quite young at the time, very, very young at that point in time. But working with a highly skilled the team members, so I was relieved from my regular duties and went back to the project team. We implemented the just-in-time processes in the Rane Brakes Chennai plant. We have re-engineered some parts of the plant initially. Then I came back to the Secunderabad plant, implemented the same principles what I learned during the implementation phase in Chennai. Did the same re-engineering exercise and successfully completed it in Secunderabad time. So that process was quite intensive and a very successful one. The cycle times for the whole product line have come down from close to 35 days to close to 46 hours to 72 hours in many cases. So then from there, it was appropriate those process changes or product process changes has to be supported by good IT systems for the company to run properly. I was quite exposed to computers during my college days, but computers are very new in India for that matter. Even email was not prevalent at that point in time. Then Rane being in the production planning, we had access to the computers. So every little opportunity we get to learn on computers, we grab it and we used to learn, the Lotus 123 word processors and all those things, particularly in the night shifts, where the computer operators, they won't be available. So the computers will be free. That's when did a lot of self-learning. When I completed the re-engineering project in the Secunderabad plant, the head of the plant sponsored me to go and study Oracle programming and Oracle tools. Then I went and studied. Company, like he sponsored it, came back and did quite a few systems for the company. So that's how I moved from the hardcore manufacturing to IT. To IT.
So during this journey, now I understand that you were involved in a good manufacturing system redesign where it would have given you a wonderful opportunity at a system level.
Correct, sir.
And then you said you have taken the opportunity to learn more about computers, and then you went on to do the Oracle course. So when did you really decide saying that, okay, IT will be your career?
Yeah, somewhere just after the re-engineering exercise and after finishing the Oracle course and came back and uh, did quite a in the IT.
Oh, you can repeat.
Yeah, around after the re-engineering exercise around 1997. After I completed the course, I came back and worked in IT department, Rane Break, Secunderabad, along with other members of the team. I helped them in developing different systems like payroll, inventory management, and some production planning systems. So that basically sucked me into IT. I developed a lot more passion for IT. If I had to be very honest, the initial jump was we saw some more money in IT than the manufacturing at that point in time. But if you ask me, my more love is even today for manufacturing than
Okay.
than IT actually. Yeah.
So always first love is stronger.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Okay. So having come into IT career,
Yeah.
I think the year you said sometime in 1998 or somewhere?
Yeah, 98 exactly.
98.
97, 98. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes,
from
sir.
98 onwards, how did you
Yeah.
develop your career in IT? Can
IT.
you give
Yeah.
us some highlights?
So the what I did is after Oracle, I did quite a few short courses in IT. I even enrolled on to my masters in computer applications, but I couldn't finish my final year. I moved to country Botswana near South Africa as an IT consultant over there. Then I went on to did my MBA in technology management from an Australian university, Lothrop University, Australia. Lot of reading and hands-on programming, sir. That's all I can tell you. A lot of learning, hands-on programming, and obviously the degrees and other certificates also. Whatever the current technology was available. So I always used to keep me up to date with the IT current technology. That's how I slowly developed the IT career.
Were you head of the IT in the Botswana company where you worked?
Yes, so I was worked as a consultant in a consulting firm, IT
Okay.
consulting firm over there.
Okay.
Then I joined a life insurance company to head the IT over there. Even in Rane Brake Linings, before I left Rane Brakes, the last year and a half during the Y2K time, I was heading the IT for both Chennai and Hyderabad plants. I was leading the Y2K conversion efforts for the company.
Okay.
Then I even went on to become a deputy pro vice chancellor for a private university on the technology space.
Okay.
So I was in the academia also for about 2 years. 2 years actually. Yeah.
This the deputy pro vice chancellor. It was in Botswana or in
In
India?
Botswana, it's a private university. They had a co-head of close to 6,000, 7,000 students.
Okay.
It's a IT focused university. They do had a engineering and few other schools, but the IT school was the major focus for them.
So can you give us some examples of the types of systems and softwares that you would have developed in your career so far?
Yeah, so many, sir, many. So a typical, say for example, for Rane Brakes, we developed from production planning to materials management to to payroll, to stores and inventory, quite a few systems in for Rane breaks. Then when I moved to Botswana, I did consulting work in Botswana. I did develop softwares for government of Botswana as part of the consulting assignment. Say some major systems like vehicle registration systems. Say even today, every vehicle getting registered in Botswana is done using the system I developed. Yes, then value-added tax management system for government of Botswana. Some enhancements to income tax systems in income tax system, and life insurance, the whole policy administration system for another company. Quite a few systems, sir. Quite a few systems. Yes.
Wonderful. I think I can see that. Okay, you have contributed in a big way for the IT systems of a country, which is very unique.
Yeah, that's very, very, very true, sir. Very true. In fact, I have the government officials have wrote quite a few thanks letters to me to be successfully implemented. So
wonderful, wonderful. So in all this, Kathiresan, in all IT work, how is your manufacturing background helping you? Can you give me some?
Definitely, sir. See, the manufacturing is the only way I could excel in my IT career, actually. So IT is all about problem solving. You know, it's you have a real life problem and you provide a software solution and automating them and make things a little more efficiently and all those things. So manufacturing is what it's where I have developed my problem solving skills. You know, when you are example, when you are in shift in charge in a manufacturing plant in a night shift, for that matter. So you will be faced with quite a few real life challenges. Say one critical machine in your production line will break down, and you have to take a decision what to do, because otherwise like 50 plus workers are idle because at the moment that critical machine is not operating. So and you don't have access to your senior managers. So most of the senior managers are in the day shift. So you have to on the spot come up with solutions to reduce the your productivity loss during that time. So then, as part of the re-engineering exercises and everything, we have been exposed to quite a few statistical process models, problem solving tools like fishbone diagrams, root cause analysis, Pareto diagrams, and quite a few of those statistical tools where we have been exposed to. And all those skills has helped me in developing in the excel in the software side. Say what we call it as just-in-time manufacturing is what we now the software industry calls as agile programming method, agile programming method. So originally they used to build like 1,000-page requirement document, and based on the requirement document they used to build a big software for months together. So nowadays the people are because people are developing software in a 2 weeks, 3 weeks sprint cycles, and small improvements at a very short time span. That way that gives the users an experience of what is going to come, and they'll be able to visualize and explain their requirement much more clear and easier. So the same thing is developed as a big concept called agile in the software development, which is nothing but your JIT concept in in the manufacturing process. Actually.
So what you're saying is the bigger product is developed, but the changes, the modifications are done then and there, maybe
then
live.
and there, exactly, live.
Right.
So then and there, then and there, then and there. So that way, the user doesn't need to wait for 6 months to see whatever the requirement they have explained to the developer. They don't need to wait for they can wait for 2-3 days to see. Yes, it's yeah. This is exactly what I mean. No, that's not exactly what I mean.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay.
so all those skills. Say, for example, while I was in the manufacturing, I was exposed to the inventory.
Okay.
We exposed to the different valuation methods of inventory: first in, first out, last in, first out, average costing, and so all those things. When we were developed the inventory software, so those physical experience have helped me to visualize and explain to my team much easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
Easier, sir.
Wonderful.
Easier.
Okay. So now I think now you have your own company, and then you
Yes,
are
sir.
developing a good number of products, and
Yes, sir.
you're trying to develop your own business after all this career. Now,
Correct,
can you
sir.
tell us something about the products that you're developing in your company?
Okay. Okay. So we are a TaskBench is a enterprise collaboration and operations management software. It's an all-in-one product suite for the businesses. It has got a task management, project management, CRM, chat, document management, workflow management, all of them in a single suite of application. Not even a different module. So, say for example, even though there are so many ERP and other softwares are available in the market, if you look at from say your level or next CEO to the next level, the research shows 50% of the senior management time is spent on emails. So most of the operational and strategic tasks from at the senior most level are spent on assigned and executed on emails even today. So which brings traceability issues and you don't know whether the particular email is getting acted or not, accountability issues. And so TaskBench solves that problem very unique way. Using TaskBench, senior management's time is released from spending on unnecessary follow-up emails, and that time can be spent on the strategic initiatives, strategic initiatives. So people are seeing quite a lot of appreciation after they start using the product. Again, coming back to my manufacturing experience, we have developed the software keeping in mind it has to be used by non-IT users. So that's also makes a big difference, unique difference in TaskBench actually. So because typically a normal manufacturing people, they don't have big IT skills. So we don't want to confuse them with too many options within the system. So it is easy to understand for a non-IT user. That's where.
So the software is something which will capture all the activities of the employees, and then build a thread around that.
Correct. And
so, yeah, go on.
And gives you a typical accountable dashboards, which tasks are getting delayed, and it also comes up with a risk score. If these, say for example, if so many number of tasks are getting overdue, and how it will affect the your balance scorecard and any of your strategic initiatives, it will gives you a dashboard against it. It. So,
wonderful. I think I still remember. I think there were some occasions in a company where there was an R&D project going on, and then the engineers were interacting with the engine manufacturer, who was they were trying to suit an engine to the product. Now, what happened is all these dealings, everything, it was offline. So finally, they agreed on one particular engine, and the team started working with the engine. Unfortunately, what happened is when they started testing the product, this engine was a misfit. And then when they went back to trace the mail saying, no, no, I asked for this,
Exactly.
I didn't ask for this, they said, no, 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 you gave the, I mean, there was a hell of a lot of confusion. Okay.
Exactly, sir.
This
Exactly,
company
sir.
was using PLM, Siemens PLM software.
Oh, PLM tool.
But the PLM, I don't know whether it has an opportunity to capture this, but all this was not captured in that. And because of that, there was a lot of confusion in the R&D. So I think your software will solve problems like that. I think still, even though companies are having PLM and SAP and
Correct.
so many
Correct.
software, still a lot of work gets done out of the softwares, not within.
Correct, sir.
So I think
Correct,
your software solves that problem. So very good to know about that.
That's exactly the problem we are solving, sir. Say, I because of the confidentiality, I can't reveal one of the major auto manufacturers research division having exactly the problem what you are saying, and we are solving that problem. Even though they have PLM and they are like 3,000-4,000 research team. And their biggest problem is the risk management of those projects. And our software is used is helping them to solve and consolidate and bring the risks out of because ours is so user friendly. Even senior managers are able to adapt it very easily. Yeah,
very good, very good. Now, what are your future plans with this product? I mean, what do you want to do?
Future plans, obviously, like we want to make it as a global brand, global brand at a multi-billion-dollar global brand.
Wonderful.
And also we have our main goal is to start a CSR wing out of whatever we make out of the money we make out of the making it as a global brand. To start at least to support at least 1 million children's education is what we are as a company.
Wonderful. I think it is important to have a big goal. Okay, a big goal which is just beyond just your turnover. So I think you have both of them. I think you have a goal and then you have something beyond the goal. Okay, so I'm sure you'll be able to achieve this goal as we go forward. So now,
thank you, sir.
Looking at this, your own journey during all this, there's so many years that have gone by. How did you evolve as a leader?
I was initially a manager. Then from the manager to I have to evolve as a leader. Like one thing is, I was fortunate enough to work with visionary leaders in the early in my life. So they gave me the inspiration and the motivation to look at things differently. So last 20 plus years, I've been managing mostly the knowledge workers. So in many cases, my team members, their technical skills in the specific domain area is more than my own skills in the particular domain area. I might have a better understanding of the overall requirements and where the product or the project could go, but that specific domain area, they have more skills than me. And each individual is different. What motivates one person doesn't motivate the other person. So my role was to always to find what motivates individual person and synchronize their skills. That's the whole point actually. So if somebody runs far more faster, also doesn't help, and because I need to synchronize their skills and align them and bring them together as a team. as a team. And another thing I personally I can tell you is you have to live as a leader, live by what you preach. Preach. So because the being in started my life as a being part of the quality initiatives and everything. Until today, the quality has become part and parcel of my life, both personally as well as on the professional front. And say, so if you start a meeting 9:30 means it's 9:30. It's not 9:31. So little things. And as a leader, you need to update yourself on a daily basis. So unless you are not updated, you can't motivate your team to update themselves.
Correct.
Okay. So,
wonderful. I think great to know about your progress, Kathiresan. I think
thank you, sir.
Going to motivate a lot of people. I can see that you are looking at yourself as a integrator, a leader as an integrator. I mean, you're just with the people making it work. So, which is what is the biggest task that a leader need to do.
Correct.
And looking at your progress right from your manufacturing background, a very unique journey from a manufacturing background, getting into IT, doing very well in manufacturing, and also doing much better even in IT. So I think the journey has just started, my feeling, because you just started your company and your product has come into being. I'm sure it will. You will achieve your goal that you have set for yourself. So thank you for coming online and talking to us. I'm sure our viewers will be very much benefited from this.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. You again to be on the record. You are one of the major inspiration to me as a personally. You because you helped me in my initial days to be the what I am today.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.